Here we are, an update of my Crematogaster colony. Actually, this is a anything and everything, all of my ants stuff. Show you what all I got. Fortunately, I can't get too close with this, or it loses focus. But generally, the queen and the pupa hang out over here, unless they start getting dried out, and then the whole blob moves over here. That's when I add some water, which I can add. Show you that real quick. I just added water earlier, but I got a hole up top here. Fills up and gets distributed. And they've been really active out here as of late. A dead cockroach from my colony. I also recently got this girl. It's a Nylanderia or whatever. Flavipes. You cannot see her at all. Okay. I'm gonna have to set her down here. There you go. She's very small. I didn't think she was fertile. But she has dropped her wings, which you can see beside her. And she's laid about 6 or 7 eggs. Alright, the second part, right here, this is my ant collection. I got these boxes from BioQuip, but right now these are all native species that I have caught from around this area. I got a couple still that I need to get identified, but you see that they got little labels on them, which translates down here onto my computer. I don't know how much of this. There we go. I've got, these are the letters that I've written on the tags, which stands for these the genus. And over on the second page list what I actually have. So like AF1 is Nylanderia, and it shows the month and the year that I found the ant and where I got it. Like this one was in Sedona, Arizona, and then I have it's a worker versus like a male or a queen. And then there's a little bit additional information, like this one right here was a Crematogaster Cerasi, which I attempted to raise, and she kept eating her eggs, so it was a failed colony of mine. And like this one, these are nocturnal, just little, just different information. Found under a rock. And like these, this is a slave, and these down here are the slavers, Formica subintegra and Formica pallidifolia, I think, no, subcervica. But that's how I've got that organized. I've got a second box here. These are all the ants I got when I went on my honeymoon to Arizona. You see some of them still aren't labeled, but some of them are. But these I got from Arizona. These are all Indiana native ants that I found. And that queen that I just showed you that I couldn't get a very good video of is going to get added to this as soon as I get some workers. I don't really care to raise the colony, but I would love to get some workers penned. So that's that. One last thing. Show you some of the other stuff I've used for collecting. I got these bottles here, which I place ammonium carbonate, which I also got this from BioQuip, which I'll put a link down in, and that's used for killing ants out in the field. And then I've also got these glass twist-on bottles that I use for collecting live species, as well as this is a 60x magnification microscope that I use for identifying and taking better zoomed in pictures. I got that for like $2 on eBay. It's great. And I guess the very last thing read this book, Ants of North America, A Guide to the Genera. Great book. Lots of good pictures, information in here, so you can identify, at least to the genus, what you've got.